And the single flag goes in the air, alerting the drivers next time around to expect the green flag to start this 25-lap main event for the mini stocks. Now a change in the lineup, 55, Flying Brian Watson. Looks like he has opted to start at the back of the long line. Some troubles on that car maybe, as he will have his work cut out for him to come through the traffic to get to the front of this pack. McMaster Pontiac Pace Truck is off to the infield. Wade Watson, Spira 22, is on the point beside Russ Aiken, picking up the speed to the green flag.
And from the outside of that front row, it looks like the number 71, Russ Aiken, going to take an early advantage as he gets up alongside the 22 of Wade Watson, works his way up to the front. Russ Aiken, that number 71, working his way up in front, gets in front of the 22 of Watson. He'll take the lead as we head into lap number 2, the 63 Terry Mann, then the 84. And we've got trouble back in the field. It's the 32 Glenn Vandergelt that got sideways, bunched them all up. Green flag is out. We're still racing.
And racing continues. Vandergelt back up to speed, in the black flag in the starter's hand. And looks like he's shaking it at number 28, Dale Shaw, the rough driving penalty for being involved in that turn with the 32 of Vandergelt.
And that black flag means the 28 of Shaw has got to slow down and go to the back of the field.
And Dale Shaw going to take that one off to the infield. The Shaw number 28 now sitting in the grass as racing continues. 71, Russ Aiken, the leader at the front, now pulling away by a little over a car length from the Spira 22, Wade Watson.
Back in third spot, the number 63, Terry Mann, the 84, Lisa DeLue, and then they're starting to bunch them up again. Ken Stenhouse in that number 5, right alongside the number 88 of Mark Dennis.
The leaders have pulled away and have got a lot of open racetrack around them to duel for that top spot, but a lot of great action now going on in the middle of the pack. We find the 02, Mike Taylor, making his way through some of the traffic, now into the inside of the 77, James Izzardi, 3 wide through 3 and 4, as it looks like the 88 car, 86 actually, Dave Hagedorn goes up against the concrete wall down the front straightaway.
And trouble of some sort on the 71 of Russ Aiken as he is on the infield. Something broke on the car. He just went way off the pace. And what that's done, put the 22 of Wade Watson firmly in control out in front.
That is a tough bout of bad luck for the 71 Russ Aiken, a top runner and looking for his first feature win of the season. And tonight will not be his night.
Once you get back to about 7th, 8th place, there are 7 cars running in a pack back there, and that is getting really interesting as the 31 of Dave Bailey starts to work his way out of there.
Dave Bailey just seems to have a knack for getting through the traffic and finding those openings. The 2-time mini stock champion in that number 31 Nissan. That's a new car for the 2010 season as he puts the Ford away in the garage with the mothballs. Bailey seamlessly coming around the number 5 of Ken Stenhouse as he gets to the back of the 84, Lisa DeLue. And you see some other top runners still stuck in the traffic. 86, Dave Hagedorn had a great run alongside the 77, James Izzardi. Got caught behind a slower car and is now shuffled back. And he is just outside the top 10.
Wade Watson, that number 22, continues to lead this. But boy, the action is all back in the middle of the field as the number 88 of Mark Dennis in second place of almost a full straightaway behind, and that's making it a little interesting. The 63 of Terry Mann, then the 31 of Dave Bailey. But from the 5th place back, look at this battle. Lisa DeLue in the 84, the 02 of Mike Taylor, Ken Stenhouse in the 5, the 51 of Eric York, and the 81 of Samantha Shaw, all in the hunt.
Well, Dave Bailey now trying to pick up a spot, moving into the top 3 as he gets inside the 63 of Terry Mann, this time through corners 3 and 4. Bailey up to 3rd and will now put his sights on the 88 of Mark Dennis, trying to run him down. He'll get some help as the caution flag flies. That is the 5 of Ken Stenhouse, who got turned around in the wrong direction. He's collected the 01 of Mark Da Silva. And a couple other cars, and now we can see it's the 81, Samantha Shaw. And the 92 of Eric Van Weingarten, and not a good start for the young driver. And look at the trouble on the 01.
I don't know if you can see the 01 Mark Da Silva, but the hand was pumping in the air as that car is doglegging down the racetrack. That is some serious damage.
And let's go back now, take a look on the replay as to what happened in corner number 4. And there we see the Napa number 5 of Ken Stenhouse right behind the Gelderman Landscaping 84, Lisa DeLue. And Stenhouse getting loose. And you can see that car jumps up to the high side and just gets away from him. Samantha Shaw nowhere to go in the number 81. Mark De Silva caught on the outside, and then 92, Kyle Van Weingarten. Eric Van Weingarten.
With the car up against the concrete, all the impact is in the car. Brian Watson in the double nickel, the 55 car, made some repairs and brought that one back out. The 5 car, Ken Stenhouse, looks like whatever the problem was might still be there. Every time he picks up his foot off that accelerator, there's a lot of smoke coming out of that exhaust. This may not end well for him.
Wade Watson, Mark Dennis, Dave Bailey, the front 3 as the green flag comes down. We are back racing. They are 3 wide. Just behind the leaders, Matthew Dean, the little Honda that could, down to the grass that time. Up beside the 02, Mike Taylor, now 63, Terry Mann in the mix. 51, the Ken alignment car of Eric York, also looking to break into the top 5, and we've got a great battle going on at the front.
Wade Watson in that number 22 is looking really strong, but he's got some competition coming with that 31 of Dave Bailey. Matthew Dean, the number 15 car, also on the move as he does battle with the number 88 of Mark Dennis.
Mark Dennis might be a little bit over his head right now. He is a rookie in this mini stock class as we come to the cross flags. 22, Wade Watson leads the way. Dave Bailey now right on his bumper. Then a bit of a separation back to the 15 of Matt Dean. 02, Mike Taylor. And 88, Mark Dennis still kicking around in the top 5, trying to hold back the Ken alignment 51 of Eric York.
Right now the key for Matthew Dean in that number 15, get out of there, because the 02 of Mike Taylor, the 51 of Eric York, and the 88 of Mark Dennis are all battling it out. Matthew Dean wanted to get out of the way. Here comes Taylor in the 02, puts the 15 down behind him, and the 02 of Taylor is now up into that 4th spot, and it looks like Matthew Dean could be in trouble as now the 51 Eric York takes another spot away from him.
The Turf Systems number 02 of Mike Taylor, and that car from Burlington continues to look stronger and stronger as the summer gets deeper. Mike Taylor now up to that 3rd spot, leading the pack, trying to chase down the leader battle of the 22 of Watson and the 31, Dave Bailey.
And if you're watching that battle for the lead between the 22 of Watson and the 31 of Dave Bailey, keep an eye on the 31 car and how he does this. He knows he's still got 9 laps to go. He's going to wear Watson down and make Watson make a mistake. That's when he'll go for the lead.
Well, Mark Dennis back in the battle for the stay in the top 5 is impressing me here tonight in the Spira number 88, holding that car down low against the 15 of Matt Dean, the 2-time champion. Now falls out of the top 5 back to 6th. Now we see Mark Dennis's teammate, the 86 Dave Hagedorn, just coming up to the back bumper of the 15 machine. And look at Brian Watson. Flying Brian in the 55 car came out on that restart at the back of the long line and is now just a couple of positions away from the top 5 as he chases down the Spira 86 of Dave Hagedorn.
Down the front straightaway, clicking off the laps, it is the 22 of Watson, the 31 of Bailey, and Bailey content for the moment to sit on that back bumper and simply apply the pressure. Every time Watson looks up in the mirror, all he can see is the 31 car. Back down the racetrack, it's the 02 of Taylor, then the 51 of York, and number 88 of Mark Dennis. We've got 5 laps to go.
Wade Watson wants this checkered flag victory, and he has got his work cut out for him in this final 5, as Dave Bailey knows that now it's go time, and he's going to be looking to make his move. Coming through the slower traffic now, the 10 of Courtney Scott goes down a lap. Now up to the back end of the 25, Jeff Daly. Watson to the high side. Dave Bailey trying to make a hole down the back straightaway. And once again, Wade Watson going to put 2 tires down to the yellow line, take away that inside lane.
Lap traffic now, the number 32 being told to move down out of the way and make sure he doesn't mess up the leaders as Watson coming around with the 31 of Bailey right on that back bumper.
The mini stocks were all spread out around Flamboro Speedway now. Flying Brian Watson, the 55, had a good run. He will take it off in corner 2 as something goes awry on the number 55 car. Twin sticks are in the air. 2 laps to go. Wade Watson, the Spira number 22. Up against the Fast Signs 31 of Dave Bailey. And if Bailey's got anything left in that Nissan, he's going to have to pull it out now. The white flag is out. Final time around for the mini stocks.
Into turn number 2, the 22 of Watson holding on to that lead. Dave Bailey, the number 31, is hard on him down the back straightaway. Looks like he may be going to the outside for the last lap chance. Not going to get it.
Here they come at a turn 4. Checkered flag is in the air for the 22. Wade Watson returning to victory lane, holding off the 2-time champ Dave Bailey. They'll be followed across the line by the 02 Mike Taylor, then 51 Eric York. And Mark Dennis in the number 88 will complete the top 5.
And out the car, feature winner Wade Watson, looking a little worse for wear there, buddy.
Yeah, it was hard. It was really hard keeping that Dave Bailey up behind me, but this Spira Mustang was pretty hot tonight.
I know you had to be feeling the pressure. That's one thing he does so well.
I was watching my P's and Q's in the car, but it's definitely hard to keep him behind me. But yeah, it was a pretty good deal.
Now you started on the pole. I'm not going to say that made it any easier either, did it?
It kind of made it easy, but I have a reason for starting off the pole. I was being a bad boy, but I'm good this week.
Sometimes the penalties do pay off. Wade Watson, our feature winner. How about a big hand?
The single flag is in the hand of starter Ting DeLu, letting the drivers know to expect the green next time around. And Jerry, what a stacked up field this time. A number of former champions and some top runners buried in the middle of the pack.
I was having a good look at the field, trying to figure out just exactly who was in what position, what was going to happen. Keep an eye on the 13 car of Brad Collison. He had some bad luck on our opening night with a broken axle that's kind of took him out of action for a little bit. He's back in. He's in a very good spot here, starting in those top 5. Randy Russell's got a challenge ahead of him. He's got 10 cars in front of him, and none of them slouches.
Well, the Iceman in number 13, always cool under pressure, and a feature win to his credit already. He'll try to do it again here tonight as the green flag flies.
John Harper in that number 79 will get the early lead as they go down the back straightaway. The 02 of Aaron Bailey moving up on the inside. Brad Collison is right on her bumper, and a little help from the 27. And Collison had to do a little collecting it up as he came through turns 3 and 4.
And that right there is a race car driver. He was almost dead sideways coming right out of turn number 4 and got that car straightened out to stay in the competition. Collison now up to 3rd spot in the London Recreational number 13.
Collison now looking to the low side of Aaron Bailey's number 02. And Bailey having none of that as she just took the lane away from him.
Aaron Bailey, the former teen queen of Thunder Car Racing and outgrowing those teenage nickname now, is a high school graduate from Paris High, running second, a former feature winner in the Thunder Car class, but has struggled to come back after a horrific accident a couple years ago at Oktoberfest when she put that car on top of the wall.
And trouble in turn number 2 as the 8 of Steve Perry got turned around, and we've got cars in the infield and a yellow flag in the air.